Hello everyone. In this question, we are going to discuss a complex number, also the polynomial based one. So let's get into this. An equation is given and it is not made up of x. It's made up of z, and the variable is a complex number here. Also, we have one more unknown, which is the p part. Here we have one more unknown. And the roots are given for this. It's 3 plus I, alpha and alpha square. So let's start. First thing, we need to find the value of alpha here. And then second part, we need to find the value of p. And also here there is a clue given. Using the product rule, we can find it. So it is a polynomial equation. It's a perfect polynomial equation, right? So product of all the roots is the ratio constant divided by coefficient, leading coefficient. That's simple. So we are going to apply that. Product of all the roots, not only for this, any polynomial, product of all roots of the equation is equal to constant divided by leading coefficient. In this case, so product of what are the roots? 3i alpha square. 3 roots only we have, but at most it have 4 roots, right? So what about the fourth root? That's the question. So fourth root, we have a very super cool here. A complex number is given. Complex root always occurs in conjugate pairs, right? So if 3 plus I is a root of an equation, then for sure it's conjugate. How will you find conjugate? Just reverse the sign for imaginary part. 3 minus I must be the root of the equation. They will always occur in pair. Must be another root. So in that case, I got all 4 roots. Let's get into the product. So A part, product of all the roots, 3 plus I is a root. And of course, 3 minus I should be. And what is the other root? Alpha and alpha square. So alpha into alpha square. All this will be equal to constant divided by leading coefficient. Constant is 80. Leading coefficient is 1. So equals 80. That's it. We need to simplify this. 3 plus I into 3 minus I. 3 square minus I square times alpha cube equal 80. 3 square is 9. Minus I square is minus 1. So it will go plus 1. Alpha cubed equal 80. 10 alpha cubed is 80. And alpha cubed is going to be 8. It's very easy, simple cube root. This implies alpha equal 2. That's simple. We got the alpha value. So the basic polynomial concept is applied here, and also the basic complex number. Hope it's clear. And next, for the same thing, we need to find the value of p. And where the p is located, if I see, okay, 4 roots we have. So I can, so there is coefficients and roots connections, right? So one is this product of all roots is constant by leading coefficient. And the middle, so the next coefficient. So after leading, the second leading coefficient divided by the first leading. Then this minus, or not 8, the third leading coefficient divided by the first top leading coefficient. We can frame 4 different kind of formula here. So my p is located particularly over here. So I should apply sum of the roots. Okay. What if your p is here? Sum of roots taken 2 at a time. Here, if your p exists, sum of roots take 3 at a time. So that's the way. But here it's so simple. Since it is the next to the leading coefficient, we will go with sum of the roots. So what is sum of roots formula? Okay, so this one, like if it is az power 4 plus bz cube plus cz square, this will be the easy way to interpret. dz plus e equals 0 means sum of roots will be equal to b by minus b by the leading coefficient. So minus is important for constant we won't use. So next is sum of, so in case if your p is in this place, right? So for that, if you want to apply, if you want to calculate the include the c, yeah, c by a, but it will be plus. Then for d, it will be minus d by a. So in that way, the signs will get alternate, but here it's a minus. And sum of roots is, I know the roots 3 plus I is root, 3 minus I is a root, alpha is a root, but I know alpha value, right? 2. Alpha square is a root, which is 4, equal minus b by a. Okay, getting into our equation back. In place of b, I have a p. So it's minus p by leading coefficient is 1. So by 1. And let's simplify this. 3 plus I, so we can cancel this and add up all. 9, 6 plus 9 is 15, 17. P is equal to minus 17. That's it. We complete this problem in just a moment. Let me check. Oh, it's a 4, right? So here it should be a 4. It's not a 9. So it will become 12. And that's it. So simple. And yeah, thank you for listening. Let's meet in next week.